So the Warworld Saga is one of Superman's biggest events that came out recently, and it's covered in three parts. Part 1 is called Warworld Rising, and that starts in Action Comics issue number 1030. So the story starts off with these minions on their knees, be like, hey, yo, we serve you and only you. And as you can see, they're talking to their leader, Mongo. One of Mongo's generals go up to him like, hey, so I'm hearing the praises, but this is Mongo who is right now, not Mongo who was. The people who betrayed the Mongo who is loved Mongo that was and tried to take him out. They sang higher, all right? They gave bigger praises. We need bigger praises from y'all, so get out of our face unless y'all can sing higher. But as General was talking, a stranger walks up and is like, hey, so Mongo, I got what you need. And trust me when I say you're going to like this. And as the stranger opened the bag, he lets out like a ton of heads. And he's like, hey, so he's letting you know these are your sons, so you're welcome. Mongo's man was like, oh, okay, we got to put you 6 feet in the dirt for this. Mongo's like, oh, hold on. Do y'all not forget I am the Mongo who is. I took out my father, the Mongo who was. And he's just making sure that whatever happened to my dad isn't going to happen to me. Now, stranger, what do you want? The stranger's like, now, I can get you something else. But we need a Kryptonian. And he's on Earth. And while their conversation, you have Superman on Earth fighting a giant robot. It might be Metallo, not 100% sure, but it looks like it. And he just throwing hands with him. After that battle, he meets up with Batman and the Atom, and they tell him, look, I did some data on your strength, and you're not as strong as you used to be. Matter of fact, you're still losing your strength. Like, you might want to actually consider your son John to join the team. Now, with John's whereabouts, he's hanging out with his best friend Robin, Damian Wayne version. Now, they're just, just talking about life and just catching up on some stuff. John's like, I don't know, man. Like, I was in the future. The history books say that it's like my dad just disappears around this time. Damien's like, I can somewhat feel that, like, me and my dad just aren't really doing that well. I'm not going to act like I know exactly what happened, but I know that Bruce Wayne and Damian Wayne are just not on the same page at this point. At some point, Clark goes back home to the Fortress of Solitude with Lois, and, they're just chilling. She's learning about his history. However, one of the ships from Warworld just happens to enter Earth's atmosphere, which Superman and John go to. In the midst of trying to de-escalate the smaller ships attacking the big ship, that Clark realizes, hold up, I'm hearing the phrase, but this can't be right. I never heard these words spoken aloud, but I read them before. They are a prayer. Sound like a prayer in a dead Kryptonian language, meaning that we might actually have more Kryptonians than we thought. Now, for those who don't normally read Superman, this is a big deal solely for the fact that there's not that many Kryptonians out there. So, how many more? I can't tell you right now. You have to watch part 2. But, thank you for watching.